Hello, 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 my Erica Janelle coaching family. This is Coach Erica Janelle, and I am coming before you today just to kind of update you guys on a few things and just to kind of share some words of encouragement as you guys are going through your week, going through your weekend, whatever you look at this post. Just want to, as always, give you some encouragement, help you guys keep pressing through. But really quickly, wanted to make a few announcements. Wanted to let you guys know I am officially finished with the EP for the Relationship Talks with Erica Janelle album or EP that is coming out. It will be released this month on the 28th, and I am in the process of working on a listening party that I will be having at the spot that I usually go to in Columbia, Maryland. So I will be posting more information on my social media. So check me out at Erica Janelle Music on Instagram and Erica Janelle Music on TikTok. And I'll be sending updates and adding some little promo videos for that. Also wanted to let you guys know that I am still doing little mini tours, kind of showcasing some of my music and some covers that I'm doing in the Maryland, Virginia, DC area. So stay tuned for those. Those announcements will also be on this channel as well as on my Instagram and my TikTok. Okay, so now that we've got all the preliminary things out of the way, I'm super happy to be able to give my music, share my music with the world, and let you guys know my heart and my passion for why I do what I do. Coaching is something that is always been a passion of mine. When I was deciding on what to do in college, I decided to either get into human resources where I could really help people, or get into coaching where I could help people or not coaching, but as a therapist. And I decided to go into human resources, which I work full-time in human resources now. And I work for a nonprofit which serves the people. So it's the perfect balance for me. But just being able to be a listening ear has always been something that I've just naturally done. Like people naturally gravitated towards me and entrusts me with, some of their personal, intimate situations, and always wanted to share those things with me. And so I turned what was something that was a passion of mine just to help people into something that I really could do for a living. So that's why I'm so passionate about coaching and about giving relationship advice and career advice and business advice and just general navigation through life advice, because I've been through so many journeys in my past. As you guys, if you've purchased my book, you already know some of my journey. And that's just a very small part of my journey. But I've been through so many things, and I've come out on the other side of so many things. And there's still so many things that I'm still working through in this life. And I don't think you ever get to a place where as an individual you arrive, but it's always taking those small victories and acknowledging where you've come from and where you're going to be able to get to that next level. So I want to encourage you guys to just keep going the course. Even if you don't see the results moving fast enough, which I can attest to that. These last few years has been such a journey for me, learning how to just be patient and trust the process, and knowing that everything that is meant for me will never pass me by, and everything that is meant for me will happen in due time. I know it's, some of those cliche-ish type sayings that people say, but in all actuality, it's very true. We have to understand that as much as we have power over our circumstances through the words that we speak and the mindsets that we have and the practical steps and applications that we put into place in our lives, there are still some things that we cannot necessarily move along faster than it's currently moving. There are still some things in our life that we can't control. And understanding our limitations is a very humbling and sometimes very frustrating experience in this human experience. And so I want to encourage you guys to stay the course even when you don't see things changing. It is so hard to be faithful and to be diligent and to be vigilant when you don't see results, especially if it's something that you've been doing for a long period of time, or any type of, extended period of time, whether it be months, weeks, years. I've been on this journey for years. Some of the things that I've been working on for months, and I'm just ready to be finished and ready to see it come to fruition. And it doesn't always work that way. I had to take a step back and understand that at the end of the day, I know that my life is divinely directed. And there are some things that I don't necessarily understand, but when the things actually manifest for me, it's always in the right time, and it always happens when I need it or when I'm ready for it. There have been times in my life where I've wanted things to happen a lot quicker, and then when the manifestation happened, I kind of was like, took a step back and say, oh, that's why that didn't work on that particular time or that particular season. Because even though I felt ready, it didn't mean that there weren't other things that I needed to work through in order to be prepared for that next phase. So I just want to encourage you guys to learn to trust the process, even when the process is taking forever, or even when your breakthrough is taking forever to come into fruition. We have to trust the process. And in trusting the process, that means you're doing the practical things that you need to do to put yourself on that trajectory for that thing that you're believing for. So even if you don't see anything happening in the natural realm, still be willing to put yourself on that trajectory to get there. And I promise you, when it's the right time, when it's the right season, when the doors are supposed to open for you, they will. And I say this as an encouragement to myself in this journey with my music, in this journey even with this coaching and where I want to take the coaching, and all of the different ventures that I'm doing with the podcast and the nonprofit and the book. All of those things that I'm doing, it took a leap of faith to step out and do it, but it takes additional faith to not only do it and be obedient to do the things that I felt in my heart that God was telling me to do. But now the faith is in maintaining the ability to trust this process and know that in the correct time, that's when God will direct and orchestrate things on my behalf to work out in my favor. So while I still manifest, while I still speak positivity, while I still do the practical things that are needed to be successful in the areas that I want to see growth in my life, I understand that there is a certain time and there's a certain season for everything that I am supposed to do. And I'm learning to embrace that time, learning to embrace that season, and learning to be kind and gentle with myself. I have been such a person that puts so much pressure on myself to be at a certain level that I don't give myself a lot of grace to be human, or to give myself grace to rest. And all of those things are equally important. You can't burn the candle at both ends and think that that is all that it's going to take for you to be successful. Yes, be willing to grind. I grind. Sometimes I work ungodly amounts of hours on things for my job, things for my businesses. I invest a lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of energy. But at the same time, when it's time for me to rest, and when I say rest, I'm talking physically rest, but also mentally rest. I have to learn to be kind with myself and to allow myself to rest when it's time to rest. And a part of that being kind to myself is understanding that sometimes I just have to take a step back, keep doing the things that I'm doing, continue with consistency, but then take a step back and let God open up the doors for me that He wants to open. Because at the end of the day, I want everything to be divinely directed by Him. I don't want to do anything outside of the scope of what God has called me to do in the timing that He's called me to do it. So I just want to encourage you guys. I'm encouraging myself in the Lord, and I'm encouraging you guys along the way. Keep going the course. Stay with your consistency, but also know when it's time to rest, and when it's time to also rest physically, but also rest mentally, in just allowing things to work out the way that they're supposed to. Some things are not meant for you to orchestrate. Sometimes God wants to bring people in your life to help you get to that next level. And if you're trying to do everything yourself, then you're blocking that person's blessings from being able to help you through your process. So understand that this is all a journey, and we're all in this journey together. And I'm so excited to be able to share my journey with you on this YouTube channel and through my coaching on my websites and all of those different things, because you guys are getting to see the evolution of where God has taken my journey, and you get to see it right before your eyes. It's such a beautiful thing when I sit back and I relax and I reflect on all of the things that God has already done. Even though I know I want to go to the next level, I'm so grateful for what he's already done. So I want you guys to focus on that patience, learning to trust the process, and being gracious and grateful for where you are. I love you guys very much. I hope you have an amazing week, and I'll be seeing you soon. Bye.